Ani, Kenny Pheasant, one more time here with our show in dying. Now this one is a teaching, a very personal teaching that I received. I was very young, very, very young. And it's a teaching I learned from my grandfather, Nimeshrom Saba. Shanzi mon neganogone pheasant, Asian Kaza. Great, wonderful man. Never heard him speak English. But Anishinaabe. He was able to tell his thoughts in his own language. And this takes place in Duoganing. And I'm going to describe it to you, and a lot of you, if you live in the area, you're going to know exactly where I'm talking about. Where my grandpa lived, there was a point on that. My cabin sits right across from it now. But there's a big, huge rock at the very end of this point. That's where this took place. I was sitting there with my grandpa, and I was young, 6, 7 years old maybe. I was very young. We had just moved from Wisconsin to Duoganing. Anyways, I'm sitting there and on this huge rock, and I hear the plane go by. I looked up into the sky, and I remember asking my grandpa, how does that airplane know where to go if there are no roads? And how does he know where to land? He smiled, laughed. I could still hear it, his laugh. And then he went on to say, you may see this in your lifetime, but your grandchildren for sure, he said. I didn't know what he was talking about at first. Then he said, Shkakamekwe, Mother Earth, will speak to us in her own way. Many will not hear her. The animals, the birds, and the fish still follow their path of their kingdom. The human does not, because of its mind. The human, he's not talking Anishinaabe, he's talking about the human. The human must eat and drink healthy and fresh food and water. Panego. Look at how we eat today. Look at what we drink. You know, it's not fresh. He went on to say there will be many people in existence from all over the earth. Then he says this to me. The blood of the humans will weaken, and there will be many diseases again. Then he tells me of this disease that was given to us deliberately. There was a man called Lord Amherst from the British. He's from Great Britain. His job was to get rid of the Anishinaabe people of the Great Lakes area. He watched us. He watched what we did. He noticed one thing, that whenever we greet each other, whenever we have a meeting or gathering, whenever we left, we always gave each other gifts. He saw us do that all the time. So he had an idea. And he gave word to people that were going back to the old country. He knew there was a plague going on over there. And he gave a message. Put those blankets of those dead people in crates. and ship him to me here. However long this took, probably took a few years, but it happened. Crates of infested chicken pox blankets were in those crates. And he called for a big meeting in Detroit, Michigan. Many Anishinaabe people went. When it was all over, he says, wait, I have gifts for you. Here, take these. Don't open them just yet. Wait till you get home. Then you can open them. So our people listened to him. They brought these crates home. They opened them up, and they saw that they were blankets. A blanket is a symbol of love because of the warmth it gives to you. So mom and dad put blankets on their children, put blankets on themselves, and then they started to get sick. So sick that all the family died. Mom and dad died with the kids. This is what happened. This was deliberate. But what we're facing now, I don't know what it is. But my grandfather, he spoke of this time way back 60 years ago. I believe he was talking about what's going on in this world right now. There are teachings that we have to help us, he said. I said, tell me. He said these words to me. Zagidwin, Mbokawin, Debwewin. Then he said, there are other teachings, but these I will teach you today. I remember that day like it happened yesterday. I carry these teachings for my people so that you will be strong in your culture and in your language. Miigwech, Gabzindo Yek, Minongoding. Wingazik Sana.